I'm going somewhere with this. I'm just using my aspect as a father. But somebody here, matter of fact, everybody here has been infected with one form or another. Even as Christians, because he is telling his own people, be careful of the yeast of the Sadducees and the Pharisees. Be careful what you allow somebody to speak into your life. You can have everybody giving you more input on your marriage, and they ain't even married.
Come on.
You can have everybody trying to give you input on being a mother, or being a father, or doing this or doing that. We seek more wisdom from people than we do from God.
You better talk.
Seek more wisdom from people than we do from God. And God says, if you ask for anything, in Proverbs, he says, ask for wisdom. Ask for wisdom. I had to come up. I had to get from up here with that last song, and I said, man, it's been a while since I prayed with my wife just next to me. And God began to remind me, he says, thank her. Thank her for loving me even when I cheated on you. Thank you for loving me even though I sold drugs. Thank you for loving me that you came to get me out of jail when I was in Louisiana. I couldn't begin to thank her enough. But because I was so infected of what happened to me, even as a kid, I didn't know that this whole loaf, when it was baked in the oven, because let me tell you something, heat will cause the dough to rise, and whatever comes out the oven is because what was infected on the inside. All it is cooked and puffed up. Oh man, I'm going somewhere with this. Listen to this. Common symptoms include those related to a specific infection, but usually accompanied by high fevers, hot, flushed skin, elevated heart rate, hyperventilation, AMS, which is short for altered mental status. That means you're not all there. Tell me what life has done to you that caused you to do some things irrationally because you were not all there mentally because of the explosion that happened in your life. The things that happened, you didn't know how to put the pieces back together. And you began to, is there something wrong? Because the first thing you began to do, it was me. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe it was me that thing. Maybe I didn't do this enough and I didn't do that enough. And God said it's not about what you can do, it's what I can do through you.
Amen.
So, and it says hyperventilation means, I can't catch my breath. Have you ever felt like that? That everything going on in your life is just squeezing the air out and you can't breathe or catch your breath, and you start hyperventilating and you start, I don't know, something's happening, I don't know what's going on because your life was going out of bounds and out of chaos and falling apart and you didn't know what to do. So the first thing you do is try to, let me just get a deep breath. I can't breathe. Swelling, low blood pressure. It says in very young and elderly or in people with weakened immune system, the pattern of symptoms may be atypical with hypothermia, meaning there's no more heat. You're getting so cold, your blood pressure drops. And without an easily localized infection, sometimes you don't even know where the infection's coming from. When you're in a hospital and they call cold sepsis, they don't know where it's coming from. But there's a time frame that we have to respond and begin to administer medication. That's why some of us in some situations took so long to give our life to God and wondering why he hasn't fixed what it has, but we've been infected for so many years that all of a sudden he says, you need more infusion of this medicine so it can get rid of the infection because I was knocking at your heart's door and you never opened it up. So you kept getting infected and the infection grew and it got to the lungs and it got to your kids. Meaning when I'm naming the body parts, I want you to symbolize that it's all of a sudden your family, your household, everything that's going on. It infected, and because it infected, because of the heat, it baked the dough because yeast was on the inside when it was never meant to be there. You know what hurts the most? You can have a stranger hurt you, but when it comes from a loved one, it's more. Parents more. Why do you think I went to the scripture in Jeremiah? Because he said the heart is desperately wicked. Who can know it?